Hey y'all, today I'm going to be showing y'all how to build a fire, step by step. And this is to y'all, some boys who have to depend on their daddies to build a fire in winter. Alright, step number one, you need to get a stick that's about, it can't be too short and it can't be too long. And I don't get really thick pieces, I'll wait until I get on the top, and you just keep filling the thing up with sticks, but you gotta stack them really good or else the fire won't catch on to it. You can have a little bit thick, but you want them about like that. That's a really good piece right there. And you just keep stacking them. You want to kind of make them long, like this. You want to spread it out, because then, when you get it spread out, you can keep piling pieces like this. You just put a piece there, and then, let's say you want to come back a little bit longer, and then you'll just start building it like a triangle. And at the top, I usually put a bigger piece. And let me show y'all something. If you ever see this little green stuff on a tree, if you got like a little garden tree out in your yard, and if it's got this on it, that will kill it. That's poison. So you need to put something on that. But this will start your fire really good too. So, but those things, they're not good if you got a fruit tree or something. And then, so after you get all this built up, you gotta get lighter. But now this is we only use lighter because we're doing it inside. Outside you would use pine straw. I'll do another video on that another time. But see, I used to make my pieces really short and my fire went out. My fire would not stay alive and I had to keep throwing sticks on it. And what you want is your fire to get going big, catch on to them big pieces. See about this, when you get your little pile built up, you want to have a piece that's back here. And then when you get your pile built up in the middle, I'll put one right there, and I'm going to do that. You'll put a piece right there too. And so when the fire, it'll catch on to that piece that's right there. And then you can put another piece on top. And when you're doing it, these little stringy pieces, then the fire will catch on to that. And it'll get going. So see, some of these pieces, you see brown on it like that, and it breaks really easy, like you can't even get it break off, it means it's dead. And see, dead pieces, they'll burn really easy. And if they're like this one, if they're like bent like that, you don't lay it up like that. Just lay it down right there, because it'll take up a lot of room, and that's what you want. But you want to make your pile, you want to have a lot of sticks on it. You don't want just a little pile you don't have a lot of sticks on it. Because if you don't put a lot of sticks, it's going to go out. I've had that happen to me a lot of times, and it ain't fun when it happens. And y'all are probably thinking, why don't you just get a long piece, stick it across? You want your pieces small. You don't want them really long. You don't want them too short, and you don't want them too long. Just gotta make it sure it's like packed really good. See, I'm not gonna touch those ashes because we had a really hot fire yesterday. Because those ashes, see, I was gonna scoop all them ashes out, but then I thought I shouldn't, because if I don't, the fire will get really hot and it'll catch them ashes, make them coals, and it'll keep that fire going. You put another piece of wood on there, that fire will just catch on to it right then if you got good hot coals on there. So that's why you gotta have a lot of sticks like this. But if you don't, like I said, the fire will go out. And I hate when that happens to me. You may have to push it down. But that is almost enough sticks, but I like to get a lot of them. So I'm going to put that. Alright. So now you need some pieces of lighter. You gotta have these. Like I said earlier, if you use pine straw to light your inside fire, there's gonna be smoke going everywhere. So what you do, you get one spare piece, lay it down, you stick some of them as good as you can under it without messing your pile up. You can just move it like that. But you gotta get them pieces under it. And then you can use this extra piece right here. Light it. See, lighter, it lights really quick. So you just burn that other piece. Make sure it don't burn your hand. And it'll eventually catch up. I'm gonna have to go get another piece of lighter. Alright. So, one piece of lighter will get it going. Golly, this lighter. Okay. And then, to get your lighter burning, you hold it up like that, and see how it just caught onto it? And then shove it under there. Like that. And then you need to hurry up. See, I don't even need that lighter. You need to hurry up and put this piece on there. And when it catches onto that, so those pieces are going to catch on. And with those, you can get this piece and set on. But you gotta let your sticks get going. You can't just let the lighter be on. Because if it's just the lighter burning, your fire will go out. There's lots of things that'll make your fire go out. See, there's some back there. I could probably put this on. Yeah. And you let that get going. And it'll build up. And I'll show y'all in a minute what it looks like when it gets going. Alright. So it'll get bigger. But what you need to do is when, let's say that middle piece, if it burns. When it burns, you need to just keep piling wood and it'll stay good and going. We usually get them really tall, but it's just starting. And another tip, when you hear that wood popping, that means those little sticks that are on them pieces of wood. That means those are getting burning, and that's what you want. And I was about 7, 8, somewhere around there when I started building fires. So there's no reason that you can't build one too. We'll see you guys in the next one.